Louis C.K.'s new special is a masterpiece. It's his best special yet. It is depraved, offensive, remarkably juvenile. I caught AIDS from f***ing a rat in the Louis C.K. voice. His stupid faces. Remember, shut up. If we could kill people, then if killing people was legal, everyone would it'd just be like, shut up, Janet. His stupid faces, like the banana from the last special, where he goes, I saw a guy eating a banana. He peeled the whole thing. And the poor banana, he was like so vulnerable. Everyone could see my bruise. And he's got these faces like, he does this thing where he talks about a baby, like an egg falling from a nest, and just, and he's like, that's the bird's whole life. And the mom is like, ah, darn. Oh, well, I got some more of them. And he's like, man, when he's the mom of the dead bird. But there's no big equivocations. There's no solipsistic diatribes. There's no existential philosophy. It is retarded that you and your friends, it's a Proud Boys meetup is what it really is. It's a bunch of meatheads drinking beer and saying the stupidest shit they can think of. I was laughing so fucking hard. So hard. And I sent it to Ant. I go, wake up. Watch this. And he's like, I'm not a big LOLer. Like Ant makes me laugh my head off, but it's a different kind of laugh. Sitting on a couch and laughing at stand-up on your TV, pretty rare. My wife and I were fucking shitting. She ended up getting drunk. She was having such a great time. She kept pouring wines and just dying laughing, like shit coming out of your nose laughing. I'm reluctant to show the trailer. Should we show the trailer?
I don't know.
Maybe a clip? I don't know. No, let's not do that. Just trust me on this. Now, I like to be negative. You know, black hat thinking is just as important in Edward de Bono's 6 Thinking Hats.
Hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
Hello, I'm Gavin McInnes.
And together we're Compound Censored.
And we would like you to subscribe with this deal using this promo code right below me right now.
Do it, because it's very entertaining.
And I'm giving it a 9.9 out of 10, but it's worth focusing on the point one. So here's my pet peeves. One, there's a lot of fucking kids picking on babies. My dad never me. That would suck. I could probably handle it better now than when I was a kid. I have no problem with jokes. Jokes, sticks and stones are the only things that can break my bones. However, and we talked about this with SNL, if you're going to be doing kid fucking jokes, you're now in the Gigi Allen echelon of comedy. So now I need some and some to even it out. If you're going to do like dead babies and stuff, then you got to have like, I think we're all racist at some point. Like he dreamt he was racist. Okay, that was pretty good. And he's like, it's not my fault. And then he goes, can a boy dream? That's just one of the fucking brilliant lines. I dreamt I was racist. It's not my fault. You can't get mad at me. But can a boy dream? Every fucking line was like funny on 3 levels. So the problem with just being offensive about kids is you end up being the show. And it looks weird. So I would argue that throwing in some racism when you're doing kid jokes and all those other offensive things, even shitting on the Pope, that's actually a much better example. I have no problem shitting on Jesus and the Pope. I know it's blasphemous, blah, blah. I'm saying it on the God wheel. But now we're mocking religion. You need to mock Islam. You need to mock Judaism. Bad Religion, the band, they only have the Christian cross crossed out. Okay. Can I see the Star of David crossed out? Can I see the hammer, the sickle and the crescent, the star and the crescent crossed out? Can you cross out Mecca too, please? And they don't because they're too fucking scared. Like Penn and Teller, what is it? Penn Jillette admitted when he wrote his book about why he loves atheism, he purposely and purposefully didn't go near Islam because he was too scared. So that is a negative, a slightly negative thing. I can say about it. And then my other minor pet peeve was airport jokes. Comedians are in airports way more than anyone else, and they've got nothing but free time. Sometimes they get there because of scheduling. They get there like 3 hours early. So it's when they do a lot of their writing. And that means there's a lot of overlap. You could say they steal each other's jokes. I don't think people like David Cross, Nick Kroll, Dave Attell, Louis C.K., I don't think they consciously steal jokes. I know Robin Williams was famous for that. Carlos Mencia definitely did that. Joe Rogan called him out. Owen Benjamin was ripped off by Dave Chappelle. So it's possible these guys are in that boat. But I think what's more likely is they just went into an area that has been overdone, and it's called the airport. And they end up inadvertently, I don't know what you call it, redoing jokes. So if you're going to do an airport joke, Louis C.K., I don't know, grok it first. Grok your whole set first. But ask an actual comedy fan who actually watches these things and goes to comedy shows. Ask us, has this been done? Because it has. Now, Sean, I don't know if you're prepared for this, but I have so many examples of this that I need to do a green screen. Can you do that?
I can do that.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure, but yes.
I have specific examples, but I need this to be tight because I want to make it free and put it out there.
All right.
All right, I'm trusting you. Here we go.
Who cares? Come on, everybody!
Come on, everybody. That's Sid Vicious, of course, covering Eddie Cochran, I think. Come on, everybody. So, yes, I enjoyed Louis C.K.'s special Ridiculous. It's perfect, except for one thing at the very end. He says they sell porn at the airport. This is hack comedy. Most airport shit is, and let me show you why. So first, it's very hard to record. To steal a segment from Louis' new special, we had to record this with our phone. But here's the bit that I have the beef with. And again, Ridiculous is his best special. I put it up there with Delirious, the early Eddie Murphy specials, whatever the other one was called. What was the other one called? Delirious and fucking Eddie Murphy being funny, I think was the other one. It's up there with that, except for this one problem. And it's called They Sell Porn at the Airport. Take it away, Lou.
Okay.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. We should maybe make these cards a little shorter.
Guys are so gross. That's why we have Barely Legal magazine. Do you remember this thing, Barely Legal? I still see it sometimes, Barely Legal magazine. I saw it at an airport for sale. Who has those balls that you're at LaGuardia Airport? You go into the Hudson News.
Hudson News.
And you see Barely Legal. Oh, perfect. And you just...
So that's 2026. Let's go back to 1999. This is before David lived in New York.
You know what's weird to me is that they sell porn in the airports. You know, they sell pornographic magazines in the airport.
Pause.
It's so strange because you go to...
This is 27 years before Louis C.K. noticed this. He knows David Cross. They both came up in the Boston scene. How did you not know about this? How am I more of an expert on your material than you? Go ahead.
You know, little magazine shops, and, you know, they only carry so many magazines. And, you know, I've never seen anybody purchase them, but, you know, apparently people are. They wouldn't carry them just for aesthetic purposes. They're not trying to impress people with their porn collection, you know? So it's just a matter of economics. People are buying them, but I...
Okay, so they're buying. He didn't say Hudson News. And then here's Nick Kroll. So 12 years after David Cross made that observation, and he was definitely the first to mention porn being available at the airport. 12 years later, and whatever it is, 16 years before today, Nick Kroll also noticed this. Now, when you talk about someone on the plane buying porn or at the airport buying porn, obviously the next step is the concept of this guy on a flight looking at porn. He could be getting off the flight, by the way, and heading back to his hotel room, and it's before there was porn on your computer. I mean, this bit was first mentioned in 1999. So porn wasn't that easy to come by even on the internet. Go ahead.
Then you sit in the center seat to Cincinnati, like, wow, she's so young, that's crazy. Can I get a ginger ale? Thank you very much. Wow.
His delivery's so good.
Her anus is like a pencil point.
Can I get a ginger ale? Her anus is like a pencil point. That whole special is that good. So let's go back, of course, to David Cross in 99. Also continuing the bit into the same place, which is an airplane seat. Coming up.
Hope nobody's sitting next to me on the flight. They are in for a rude awakening. Because I'm going to be spanking it.
Okay, and then Nick Kroll has to take the joke to the same place in 2011. 1999, 2011, 2020.
That big, juicy booty.
So the problem with airport humor, too, is obviously you're going to be repeating yourself if you're talking about pornos at the airport. And I'm not even sure that that's so crazy. They could be buying them on their way home. Whether they're going to a hotel when they land, they're going to beat off there. I don't think they're still there. I mean, David Cross noticed this in 99. I'm not sure the airports that Louis C.K. is talking about in 2026. But here's another reason why you should stay away from airport humor, guys. Here's Dave Attell in 2000 noticing they sell suitcases at the airport. Now, comedians in general are economically illiterate. They never started their own business. All they do is drive around and mock people and tell people that their lives suck and they're unmarried and childless and they live in a Honda Civic. There's a couple like Dave and Nick and Louis who made money. The other 95% are losers. Let me explain something to you fucking clowns. Yes, they sell suitcases at the airport. If your suitcase is falling apart and it's a piece of shit in your attic, it's not really pressing. But if you're wheeling your carry-on through the airport and the wheels fall off, what do? You trash it and you buy a new one. That's why luggage is for sale at the airport. It's called supply and demand. If you see a store at an airport or a thing for sale regularly, assume you're wrong for thinking there's not a market there. There is a market there, and it's totally logical. Anyway, I'm off on a tangent. My point here is that this joke is not only stupid and illogical, but it's been done to death.
You know, they got a luggage store in the airport, a place to buy a piece of luggage. How late do you have to be for a flight? Where you're like, fuck it, just grab a pile of shit. We'll get a bag at the airport.
Exact same joke coming up 16 years later.
And, you know, when I was in Atlanta, I noticed, if anybody's been to the airport in Atlanta, you can back me up. I had the pleasure of the treat of being at the Atlanta airport. But they have a luggage store, a Tumi, T-U-M-I luggage store inside the airport. It's inside the airport.
We don't get economics either.
Ostensibly the last place on the planet you would ever need to purchase a suitcase. I mean, it would make a little bit more sense if it was maybe by the curbside check-in or the ticket counter or the security
How would
line
it
or
be
something
by
like that. But,
curbside
you know, on the
check-in?
off chance that there are enough people to support a business that were, you know, waking up late going, oh no, I overslept and I gotta get to the airport. Oh well, better not take 5 minutes to throw this into a suitcase. I'll just gather it all up in my hands and let me get my nasal spray and my inflatable neck
Exact
pillow
same
and
mistake.
my gluten-free snacks and my computer and my belt and my suit and my extra shoes and taxi, going to the airport. Yeah, don't worry about it. I got it covered. Yeah, all right, thanks. All right, sorry, just run that through the thing. Sorry, I just put it in the bin. I dropped a lot of stuff on the way and I'm running late. Sorry. What's that? Because I'm gonna get a suitcase on the inside. Yeah. Yeah, because they sell them on the inside, asshole. What the fuck is with this guy?
Nick Kroll also made this retarded observation. Again, my hypothesis stands solid. Avoid airport humor, pros. Its handle broke as they were wheeling it through the gates. That's when handles break. They don't break in storage, guys. Come on. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
So you're too stupid to understand. Whoa. I have to do my summary. You're too stupid to understand why luggage would be for sale at the airport. I don't think you're stupid enough to rip off jokes. That would be too flagrant for comedians at this level. But the moral of the story here is, if you were stupid enough to understand luggage stores, that's fine. But don't be stupid enough to do airport jokes. Okay?
So if you enjoyed that clip,
Then subscribe to Compound Censored using this promo code.